Hello friends, good morning. From today onwards we will discuss about Unit 2. Unit 2 in Pharmaceutical Organic Chemistry 2. Okay, the Unit 2 we have to cover phenols, the major functional groups like phenols. Okay, we have to cover phenol, we have to cover aromatic amines, and also we have to cover aromatic acids, aromatic acids. So we have to cover phenols, aromatic amines and aromatic acids. So for these functional groups we have to discuss about method of preparation. So for the aromatic amines also we have to study method of preparation. Aromatic acids also we have to study about method of preparation. We have to study method of preparation, major reactions, major or character reactions we have to study for all phenols, aromatic amines and aromatic acids. Okay, we have to know nomenclature for all of them. Okay, so you have to study structural features. Okay, and in this unit we have to write assignments. The assignment topic of this unit is assignment. Coming to the assignment, so the syllabus is we have to study about the functional groups like phenols, aromatic amines and aromatic acids. In the unit 2 we have to study about method of preparation, major reactions of each functional group, nomenclature and its structure and characteristic reactions. Like for phenols we have to study acidity of phenols. For phenol we have to study about acidity of phenols. We have to study, this is under syllabus. As well as here basicity of amines. Okay, we have to study basicity of amines and acidity of aromatic acids. Acidity of aromatic acids. This is also one of the major topic under unit 2. So along with the method of preparation, major reactions, nomenclature, structure and other things, we have to discuss about acidity of phenols for phenols and the basicity of amines for aromatic amines and the acidity of acids for aromatic acids. And we have to study substituent effects. So we have to study substituent effect on acidity of phenols. Acidity of phenols. Here also substituent effect on basicity of amines. Okay. Here we have to study substituent effect on acidity of aromatic acids. Along with we have to study qualitative tests for phenols. We have to study qualitative tests for phenols. You have to study qualitative tests for phenol. This is about syllabus. The syllabus can be, you can get it from the syllabus book or in the net. Okay, already uploaded the syllabus. So the entire syllabus is available in the syllabus book, and also material, the syllabus is available. So okay, so the major functional groups we have to cover under unit 2 are the phenols, aromatic amines and aromatic acids. When coming to the assignment of this unit, what are the major assignment? You have to prepare notes for structure and uses of. The first assignment is for phenol. You have to write structure and its uses of phenol. Second assignment is cresols. You have to write structure and use of cresol. And third is resorcinol. So fourth is naphthals. These are the assignment topics. Under assignment topic, you have to prepare and submit notes for structure and use of phenols, cresol, resorcinol and naphthals. And as well as you have to this is assignment 1 and assignment 2 under unit 2 are 2 2 is uses synthesis and uses of aryl diazonium salts. Aryl diazonium salts. So this is assignment 2 under unit 2, and also you have to write assignment on important reactions of benzoic acid. So the assignment topic under the unit 2 are the two assignments. The assignment 1 consists about structure and use of. You have to prepare and submit notes about structure and use of phenol and cresol and resorcinol and naphthals. And assignment 2 under unit 2 is the synthesis and use of aryl diazonium salts and important reactions of the benzoic acid is assignment 2. So today we will discuss about phenols, the functional group phenol. Okay. Phenols. So the functional group is phenol. So you already know that the structure of phenol is a benzene ring substituted with OH group. It is called as phenol. So a benzene group substituted with one or more hydroxyl groups. Okay. So hydroxyl groups are called as phenol. That is simple definition. So the exact definition for phenols is the phenols are the compounds I am writing here. So formula is C6H5OH. Okay, that is molecular formula. The exact definition for the phenols is the phenols are the, I think so you are not. Phenols are the aromatic compound in which one or more wait for 1 second. Phenols are the aromatic compounds in which one or more, wait for again 1 second. Phenols are the aromatic compound in which one or more hydroxyl groups attach directly to an aromatic carbon of a benzene ring system. So the exact definition for the phenols is the phenols are the aromatic compounds in which one or more hydroxyl groups attached directly to an aromatic carbon of a benzene ring system is called as phenols. Okay, we may have one OH group, that is phenol. If more than one group is also present, okay, if two groups are present, they are called as catechol, resorcinols and hydroxyquinones. Okay, so the phenols are the compounds in which the OH group is directly attached to an aromatic carbon of a benzene system. So we will write here some physical properties. Okay, so physical property, when coming to the physical properties. So phenol is a colorless crystalline, poisonous solid. So coming to the physical properties of the phenols, already discussed about phenols, and phenols are the colorless, crystalline, poisonous solids. Okay, its melting point is 41 degrees centigrade. The melting point of the phenol is 41 degrees centigrade, and boiling point of the phenol is 180 degrees centigrade. 180 degrees centigrade. Okay, so coming to the solubility, it is sparingly soluble. That means it is not that much soluble in water. Sparingly soluble in water, and forms pink solution. A sparingly soluble phenol solution is a pink in color. Okay, so if we heat this sparingly soluble solution to 68.5 degrees centigrade, the phenol is completely soluble. So to get a completely soluble solution of the phenol, we have to heat phenol to 68.5 degrees centigrade. So if you touch the phenol, it causes blisters on the skin. If you touch the phenol, it causes blisters on the skin. So again, I am telling the definition: the compounds in which the OH group is directly attached to a aromatic carbon of a benzene system are called as phenols. Okay, they are called as phenols. So I will show here some examples here. Okay, this is definitely an phenol. This is the sp2 carbon, and it is aromatic carbon. This carbon atom, all these carbon atoms are aromatic carbon atoms. All carbon atoms are aromatic carbons. If it is attached to an OH group, so if one or more hydroxyl groups are attached to a aromatic carbon atom of a benzene ring system, they are said to be phenol. They are said to be phenols. Here some examples here. Okay. CH2OH. Okay. CH2OH. Here's one example. Second is CH2OH. So here in this case, this OH group, this hydroxyl group is not directly attached to, OH groups are not directly attached to, don't forget, not directly attached to aromatic carbons. So there is a in between aromatic carbon and OH group, there is a one carbon atom here. In this compound, there are two carbon atoms between OH group and aromatic carbon atom. So here this carbon is sp3 hybridized. Here also the carbon is sp3 hybridized. The aromatic carbon is sp2 hybridized. Aromatic carbon is sp2 hybridized. So these are not phenols. These are not called as phenols. Why means in the definition itself we know that the OH group must be directly attached to a aromatic carbon atom. So such compounds are only called as phenols. But here the OH group is not directly attached to an aromatic carbon atom. In between there is an CH2 group. Here there is an ethylene group. So these are not called as phenols. They are called as aromatic alcohols. Aromatic alcohols. So the aromatic alcohols are entirely different from the phenols in their chemical reactivity and physical properties and everything, because they are different. They are not phenols. So the compounds are said to be phenols when only the OH groups must be directly attached to the aromatic carbon of a benzene ring system. So it is called as benzyl phenol. It is called as benzyl methanol. It is called as benzyl methanol. It is benzyl ethanol. Okay, these are aromatic alcohols. So the difference between aromatic alcohols and phenols is simple. In the phenols, OH group is directly attached to a sp2 hybridized aromatic carbon atom. sp2 hybridized aromatic carbon atom. Okay, so here there is a carbon atom between aromatic carbon and OH groups. They are not called as phenols. Okay, the phenols to be different, they are simply called as the simple phenols are the OH must be directly attached to an sp2 hybridized aromatic carbon atom. So otherwise they are not called as aromatic carbon atoms. Okay, so when coming to the structure, we will discuss about structure of phenol. Okay, structure of the phenol. You have to write alternative double bond, that is conjugated double bonds. Okay, we have oxygen here, there is an hydrogen here. Okay, this carbon atom is sp2 hybridized aromatic carbon atom. So oxygen has two lone pair of electrons. Okay, lone pair of electrons. Okay, here this is the structure of the phenol. Okay, so when phenol compared with alcohol, the alcohol general structure is CH3, otherwise or CH2OH or CH. These are any phenol. Okay, alcohols. So when coming to the phenols and alcohols, seems to be similar, but they are not at all similar because when we study about the structure, CO bond means this sp2 hybridized carbon atom and this oxygen atom. The CO bond length is very less than CO bond of alcohols. Length of phenols. So CO bond length of phenols is always very less than CO bond length of the alcohol. That is the first structural feature. And second structural feature is the OH of phenol. Okay, when we consider OH, the hydroxy oxygen is more basic in nature. When compared to a hydroxy oxygen of a alcohol. The hydroxy oxygen of a phenol is always more basic than the alcohols. And third characteristic feature is the OH, this proton of phenol is more acidic, such that the H plus ion of a phenol is always more acidic than the alcohol. So there seems to be similar. The alcohols and phenols seems to be similar, but they are not at all similar with respect to their chemical properties and physical properties. The CO bond length of phenol is very less than the CO bond length of alcohol, and OH of the hydroxy oxygen is more basic for the phenol over the alcohol, and the proton of a phenol is more acidic than the alcohol. So nowadays we are using what we are using means sanitizers. In the sanitizer we will use alcohols. We will use alcohols because the H plus ion of the alcohol is not acidic. But the phenol, if you use phenol in sanitizers, it causes blisters, otherwise the burnings of the skin. So phenols and alcohol seems to be similar, but they are not at all similar. Okay. So these phenols are majorly used for antiseptic purpose. Okay. So this lone pair of oxygen participates, otherwise lone pair of oxygen, these are called as lone pair of oxygen, participates in conjugation, participates in conjugation, and both OH bond and CO bond of phenol are polar. Both OH bond and CO bonds of phenol are polar due to electronegative oxygen atom both. So when coming to the structure, we have benzene system here. The OH is directly attached to an sp2 hybridized aromatic carbon atom. Okay, so when we compare phenol with the alcohol, the CO bond length of phenol is very less than the CO bond length of alcohol. The hydroxy oxygen is more basic for the phenol over alcohols, and the proton of a phenol is more acidic than the alcohol. So alcohols used in sanitizers, but these phenols are used in antiseptics. Phenols are used majorly for, and I have forgotten. So the lone pair of oxygen participate in conjugation, so it stabilizes the resonance structure of the ring system. Okay, are used for antiseptic purpose. Okay, so the simplest phenol is C6H5OH. The simplest phenol is C6H5OH. Phenols are used majorly for antiseptic purpose. The simplest phenol is C6H5. It's commonly called as carbolic acid. Carbolic acid. Okay, and also called as hydroxybenzene. Hydroxybenzene. Okay, so these phenols are majorly used for antiseptic purpose, generally used in pharmaceutical preparations like formulation like mouthwashes, okay, deodorant soaps, and medicinal skin cleaners. Medicinal skin cleaners. Okay, the best example is hexachlorophene. This hexachlorophene is generally employed in preparation of mouthwashes, deodorant soaps, and medicinal skin cleaners, and many uses are there. So the structure of this hexachlorophene is benzene ring. They are bonded here. There is a chlorine atom. So you have to here, there is a chlorine, OH. Okay, this is hexachlorophene. The simplest phenol is the C6H5OH, that is called as carbolic acid or other hydroxybenzene. And simplest, generally these phenols are used in we generally employed in mouthwashes, preparation of deodorants, and medical skin cleaners. Okay, so this is about introduction as well as structure and definition of the phenol. So we already know that the lone pair atoms of the oxygen participate in conjugation. So the electronic structure representation of phenol. Here electronic structural representation of phenol. Okay, electron structure representation of the phenol. Okay, so in this here, so how the lone pair participates in conjugation and forms various hybrid structure we have to study. This is the benzene ring. We have oxygen with the two lone pair of electrons and bonded with the hydrogen atom. There is double bond here, double bond here, double bond here. Okay, this lone pair of electrons will be shifted here, and these bond electrons will be shifted here, and it will generate a resonance structure like this. Okay, resonance hybrid. So double bond O with positive charge, and H we have negative charge. Okay, this bond is same, this bond is here. Okay, these electrons will shift here. Okay, these electrons will this charge never goes. Okay, this shifts here and this bond will shift here, and we will get structure like this. Okay, negative charge here, bond here, and we will get double bond O H plus. Okay, this is again undergoes resonance. Okay, this will goes here and the bond will shift here, and we will get, don't write this arrow. Okay, it's wrong representation. Okay, this negative charge goes here, the bond will shift it here, and we will get structure like this. Okay, double bond O H plus. Okay, this again represented. So this canonical representation is simply represented. This hybrid resonance structures are simply represented as one form, that is benzene ring with extra conjugation. Okay, there is a OH plus partial bonding, possibility of negative charge here, possibility of negative charge here, possibility of negative charge here. So it indicates the phenols majorly undergoes ortho-para substitutions. So phenols are ortho-para directors. Best ortho-para directors. Okay, this is about electronic structure of a representation of the phenols. The lone pairs of the oxygen participates in conjugation with the aromatic ring system, aromatic pi system. So as it donates its pi electrons to the carbon atom and oxygen carbon atom, so it forms double bond, and the electrons will shifted here. Okay, will be shifted. This bond electrons will shifted here to stabilize the molecule. So as goes on, and we will have this finalized resonance hybrid structure for the phenol. Okay, this is electronic representation of the phenol. So now we will discuss about nomenclature of the phenol. Nomenclature. Okay. So nomenclature, when coming to the nomenclature, according to the IUPAC, OH is called as hydroxy. Okay, used generally in nomenclature of the phenol, used as prefix, because it is a substituent. The benzene part is used as benzene, called as benzene, used as suffix. So phenols are, so according to the IUPAC, phenols are hydroxy benzene. According to the IUPAC, so prefix is the hydroxy, suffix is the benzene. So parent, so benzene, hydroxy benzene. So we will discuss some important phenols and phenol derivatives. Okay, we already know that it is OH it is called as phenol. It is called as phenol. So here there is a disubstituted phenol here. There is OH group here and OH group here. When two substituents are adjacent to each other, their relation is called as ortho relation. Otherwise, it is called as 1, 2. When giving number to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it is 1, 2 dihydroxy. According to the IUPAC, dihydroxybenzene. So according to the orthopara nomenclature, these two, the relation between these substituents are adjacent to each other. They are called as orthohydroxy, or also called orthohydroxyphenol. So according to the phenol nomenclature, it is according to the IUPAC nomenclature, it is 1, 2 hydroxyphenol, 1, 2 hydroxybenzene. Okay. So according to the phenol nomenclature, otherwise ortho nomenclature or substituted nomenclature, it is orthohydroxyphenol. So it is simply called as catechol. The common name. Coming to the common name, it is called as catechol. Okay. So we will write another isomer for this molecule. OH here. It is what is substitution? 1, 3 dihydroxybenzene. 1, 3 dihydroxybenzene, and it's otherwise it is called as metahydroxyphenol. It is commonly called as resorcinol. It is called as resorcinol. Okay, common name is resorcinol. So 1, 3 hydroxybenzene or M-hydroxyphenol is commonly called as resorcinol. And there is another para derivative or 1, 4 derivative here. 1, 4 derivative here. So okay, OH here. It is called as 1, 4 dihydroxybenzene. So I am writing simply because to save the time of us. Okay, hydroxybenzene. So it is also called as para-hydroxyphenol. And simply, in simple words, it is hydroquinone. Generally nowadays, previously the hydroxychloroquine derivatives are used for treatment of corona, but there is no chlorine atom. If you add chlorine atom, this OH, this para-hydroxyphenol, it will become hydroxychloroquine. Generally used for the treatment of not now. Earlier it is used for treatment of corona, but nowadays it is not encouraged for the treatment of corona. Okay. When coming to these are dihydroxy derivatives, we will discuss about trihydroxy derivatives. Okay. Trihydroxy derivatives. So here we have first derivative is OH here. According to the IUPAC, it is called 1, 2, 3 trihydroxybenzene. Okay. So it is commonly called as pyrogallol. So same molecule, the another isomer of this pyrogallol is OH. This is shifted to fourth position. It is called as 1, 2, 4 trihydroxybenzene. Okay, I am simply writing, but in exam you have to expand the name. But to save time, I am writing in shortcut, but don't write like this name. Okay, write the name in full form. 1, 2, 4 trihydroxybenzene. Okay, but to save the time, I simply written here. But it is called as hydroxyquinone. It is also called as hydroquinone. Okay. Another isomer for this is OH. It is called 1, 3, 5 trihydroxybenzene. Don't write like this. You have to write full form. Okay. This is called as fluoroglucinol. It is a dye used in pharmacognosy lab in the next semester. Okay. These are the various dihydroxy derivatives and trihydroxy derivatives of the phenol. and we will discuss another example as a substituted phenol. Okay, substituted phenol. Okay, the nomenclature only. Okay, here OH here, in para position there is an nitro group. It is called as 2-nitrophenol. 2-nitrophenol or ortho-nitrophenol. Ortho-nitrophenol. Okay, so another isomer is OH and O2. Okay, it is 3-nitrophenol. It is called as meta-nitrophenol. Okay, and another its derivative OH here and O2. It is second IUPAC 4-nitrophenol. Okay, and simple it also called para-nitrophenol. So most important molecule is here. Okay, nitro and O2 here, and O2 here, and O2 again, and O2 here. Okay, here OH. It is called a 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. It is simply called as picric acid. Generally used in organic chemistry lab. Okay, the formula for the picric acid are the 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. The picric acid is nothing but, according to IUPAC name, this is 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. So in your bits you will get these structures and they will ask the names, otherwise they will give names. They want to write the structures of this molecule. So with this, today we will conclude our session. In the next class we will discuss about methods of preparation, and some if time available we will discuss about various chemical reactions of the phenol. Okay, so with this we will conclude our class. Thank you. Goodbye.